Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Early bird eat the fattest worm. Without Almighty God, where would we be? And without health and strength, how would you feel? So happy Wednesday, guys, and a great one. And I hope at the end of the day, this is a peaceful morning for you guys and a peaceful day. So always remember, never be afraid to try something new. Okay? Love, if you never do, okay, you will never know. Happy Wednesday. Okay, guys? You understand? So if you never do, you will never know. Never be afraid to try something new. Happy Wednesday. And let's unpack this content quick and fast. So remember I said to you guys, if I don't have anything important, you won't see me. But if I have something important, you will really see me. So let's unpack the story quick and fast, guys. We're at the disgraced lawyer. And this is real life issues, and we're going to unpack it quick and fast. I also have the icing on the cake, guys. That's the audio and the video. And we have some other topics that we want to discuss. So let's unpack it quick and fast, okay? Because I know you guys are heading out or heading in to rest up or to go out with your ambitious self. And I'm here almost ready to push out myself. So nevertheless, guys, good morning. Happy Wednesday. And let's unpack this content quick and fast, okay? Disgraced lawyer James Bowie license to practice revoked. My word. Bowie sexual harassed two clients and two members of the Public Law Society Tribunal fines. Oh no. Let's unpack the story, people. All right. James Bowie enters the Ottawa court on March 18, where he was found guilty of extortion, uttering death threats, and criminal harassment to the client. Oh my. Suspended criminal defense lawyer James Bowie, license to practice, was revoked Monday during a hearing of the Law Society Tribunal, CBC News has learned. All right. He also been ordered to reimburse the society $100,000 investigative and costs. All right. It comes several months after Bowie received a 4-year sentence for twice threatening to kill a former client, as well as extorting and harassing a former friend, in what court heard was a desperate and unhinged plot to clear the name of embarrassment allegation made by his ex-client, allegations that were dropped by the Crown at the trial. Oh my. The Law Society Tribunal found Monday that Bowie failed to conduct himself with integrity when his sexual harassment two clients and two other people by sending communications containing unwelcome sexual advances, making requests for sexual favors in exchange for legal services, and or engaging in other verbal, written, and physical conduct of sexual nature. According to the tribunal, other revoking his license. All right. He also breached the confidential of a client in 2022, failed to report the existence of criminal charges against him to the Law Society of Ontario, failed to cooperate with and respond to Law Society investigation, and failed to return the client's file to that client when the client fired Bowie. Jaja. The Monday hearing findings and order were made in Bowie's absence. He is currently in Ontario prison waiting on appeal of his criminal conviction. Imagine from lawyer now you're turned criminal. Imagine you've been out here helping criminals, doing all kind of things, and now you're on the criminal side looking for a lawyer yourself, and you're a lawyer. Oh my. As a virtual case conference in October, the tribunal directed that the hearing could proceed in Bowie's absence because he is in person, and that he would be notified of the proceeding through multiple contacts and channels. Bowie had been unpresent and representative in the matter since July after his lawyer successfully argued to be removed as a counsel. Because that man maybe is there arguing with his own lawyer, and through he's a lawyer, he may be not seeing eye to eye to the lawyer. So he has no counsel. So the lawyer removed himself. Mighty God we serve. It's very validating, victim's lawyer says. Emily Tanman, who represented Bowie ex-client and victim Laney Abin during Bowie's criminal trial, attended the hearing Monday along with about 10 other members of the public, she said. The allegation against him were read in the record, and the panel then adjourned for about 20 minutes before coming back and finding that the allegations were founded. Law Society of Ontario, Counsel Shad Skinner made submission that Bowie license should be immediately revoked. And after a brief recess, the panel made that order. Mighty God. Our client went through a lot to get to this point, Taman said. The events that unfolded after making her complaint were serious and upsetting and traumatizing for her. So to see that the Law Society mandate to protect the public has been finally executed, following her complaint and all the complaints that followed from her initial complaint. I know it's very validating, she said. Bowie has the option of applying for judicial review of the tribunal's ruling in the divisional court. The Law Society Tribunal is an independent tribunal that processes, hears, and decides cases between the Law Society of Ontario and its lawyers and its paralegals in a manner that is fair, just in the public interest according to its website. Okay, guys? So that's the case where the lawyer threatened, sent sexual content to the clients, threatened to kill the client, and end up doing 4 years in jail, all right? In prison, rather. So I'm going to give you guys the article, because nowadays I'm trying to give you guys short content, yeah? Because I'm rather busy. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit down forever to listen to this, yes? So I'm going to give you guys the article for a bit, and then I'm going to give you guys the video, all right?
Disgraced lawyer James Bowie's license to practice revoked. Bowie sexually harassed 2 clients and 2 members of the public. Law Society Tribunal finds. Christy Neese, CBC News, posted, December 2, 2025, 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Suspended criminal defense lawyer James Bowie's license to practice was revoked Monday during a hearing of the Law Society Tribunal, CBC News has learned. He has also been ordered to reimburse the society $100,000 in investigative and procedural costs. It comes several months after Bowie received a 4-year prison sentence for twice threatening to kill a former client, as well as extorting and harassing a former friend in what court heard was a desperate and unhinged plot to clear his name of embarrassing allegations made by his ex-client, allegations that were dropped by the Crown at trial. The Law Society Tribunal found Monday that Bowie failed to conduct himself with integrity when he sexually harassed 2 clients and 2 other people by sending communications containing unwelcome sexual advances, making requests for sexual favors in exchange for legal services, and or engaging in other verbal.
There was a story over here where a judge was trying to ask for sexual favors to give a girl her documents, and the girl recorded the damn judge, and the judge had to step the F down, and immigration gave her documents. So it looked like some of these lawyers out here know exactly what they're doing, them worse than sex trafficking, allegedly. Because here you are asking your client for sexual favors for legal help. Say what now? You're supposed to be, as a lawyer, you're supposed to come to a legal agreement and a payment plan, how your client can pay you for what she's asking you for. So when the client tell you to give you back their documents, you have a problem. When the client said, I don't want you no more, you claim that you want to kill her and threaten to kill her and end up getting 4 years and lose your license, sir? Oh my. Nevertheless, guys, let's get the real audio, please and thank you, and the real video. All right, guys? So we want to go back in time for a bit. Remember, this story and this case is like recent, all right? So we want to get to the real audio, all right? Give me a second. Right here.
Last week, on the last day of his trial, James Bowie's lawyer telling the judge that while there's no doubt Mr. Bowie engaged in certain behaviors that were unflattering, none of Mr. Bowie's actions in the relevant time frame to this case were criminal. The Crown disagrees. The suspended lawyer has pleaded not guilty to harassing a former friend, trying to get her to obtain a firearm for him, as well as uttering threats to kill Leanne Aubin, a former client who went public with misconduct allegations against him. In court, Bowie admitted to twice placing GPS trackers on the friend's vehicle. She can't be identified because of a publication ban. He told her he was indeed following her. Assistant Crown Attorney Kerry Watson told the court That, in and of itself, would cause a reasonable person to panic and be fearful.
Yep.
CTV News first reported misconduct allegations against Bowie in 2022. Aubin alleged publicly into the Law Society of Ontario that Bowie had offered her legal services in exchange for oral sex.
You're
An
there.
extortion charge related to those allegations was dropped. The Crown alleged Bowie made repeated requests for a gun to help him with his problem, that being Ms. Aubin. He therefore made it clear he was capable of inflicting violence or seeking out violence.
You're there.
Bowie's lawyer, Eric Granger, told court other than the friend's testimony, there's no direct evidence Bowie asked her to get him a gun or threatened to kill Aubin. Calls and text messages from Bowie to the friend went unanswered. Among them, I'll give you $1,000 to eat dinner with me. Would you rather talk here or do I need to find you again? Okay, I'm coming over. See you soon. Granger arguing there was no evidence the messages were unwanted or threatening, and that Bowie's actions at most would have vexed, disquieted, or annoyed the woman.
Oh my. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? So would you be scared of the lawyer if all of that occur? Would you be scared of the lawyer if he told you all of that? Do you think the lawyer should be out here doing all of that, guys? So let's get to this more. Let's get to 1 second, right? So you think it's okay for the lawyer to do that? It's not okay, people. All right? So let's go unpack this one more time. 1 second.
Hands-on skills to
tonight with a disgraced Ottawa lawyer found guilty of serious crimes, sentenced to 4 years in prison today. James Bowie threatened to kill a former client after she first told CTV News he offered her legal services in exchange for sexual favors.
Judge.
That sparked a years-long legal saga, which ended today with the judge issuing a sentencing saying Bowie became completely unhinged. CTV's Austin Lee was in the courtroom today and joins us live with the details. Austin.
Oh, Patricia, James Bowie spent most of today's court proceedings just staring at the ceiling. The Crown was seeking a 4-year sentence, and that's exactly what the judge handed down after Bowie was found guilty of extortion, uttering a death threat, and criminal harassment. Disgraced Ottawa lawyer James Bowie sentenced to 4 years in prison on Tuesday.
The breach of trust on this level is quite frankly staggering.
Bowie threatened to kill his former client, Leanne Aubin, and criminally harassed and extorted a friend of his.
It is a well-considered and completely appropriate sentence. Mr. Bowie deserves to go to the penitentiary for the despicable and deplorable crimes that he committed.
In March, Bowie was found guilty of threatening to kill Aubin, even pressuring a former friend to get him a gun to, quote, end her, after she told CTV News and the Law Society of Ontario in 2022 that he offered her legal services in exchange for oral sex. When the friend, whose name is protected under a publication ban, stopped responding to him, he placed GPS trackers on her vehicle.
It's an unusual case for a lawyer to find themselves on this side of the criminal courts, and there aren't a lot of cases like that.
Bowie's lawyer was calling for a conditional sentence, served in the community, and at least partially under house arrest. It's not clear if Bowie plans to appeal the prison sentence.
Ultimately, that'll be up to him. Obviously, he's got a period of 30 days in which to make that decision, and undoubtedly the matter will be reviewed.
When reading his sentence, Justice Paul Cooper said in part, Mr. Bowie's fall from grace was at his own hands, adding, he became completely unhinged. Aubin's lawyers say she is now working to rebuild her life.
She's a young mother who was struggling to begin with, and the judge said it perfectly, that vulnerability should never be equated with weakness.
And when reading his sentence earlier today, Justice Cooper also applauded the two women who came forward against Bowie, noting their integrity and calling them courageous. As part of the sentence, Bowie was also handed a non-communication order for both Aubin and the other woman. Patricia.
CTV's Austin Lee live for us tonight. Thank you.
Oy, so imagine that you're a lawyer. You put a GPS tracker on your client's car, threaten to kill your client, and trying to get another person to go get you a gun. To go get a gun. So how can a lawyer be out here trying to be on the legal side, but you're out here breaking the law? So they say 4 years in prison, sir, and no license to practice. Oh my. Oh my. So this is disturbing and troubling, but we're not surprised. Okay, guys? So I had to come and give you guys that short content today because at the end of the day, like I said, if I don't have anything important to tell you guys, then you guys don't see me, yes? Anyways. From there, guys, 1 second. From there now, he would have to go and appeal this case, right? He would have to go and appeal the case. That's one, right? And his license is revoked. That's two. So after he appeal, we're going to see what's going to happen and see if this man is going to come out after 4 years, get back his license and practice law. Okay, guys? From there, we want to go to Southeast Asia, where I told you guys the other day that there was some kind of flooding going on. But now we have the update on the flooding, okay? So let's get into that.
Impassable roads are forcing an ongoing
Thailand.
air rescue operation in Southeast Asia. Monsoon rains, a cyclone, and typhoon have all combined to cause extensive flooding across the region and claim more than 1,300 lives.
Georgia.
The biggest emergencies have been unfolding in Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and Thailand, where hundreds of people are also missing. Journalist David Grunebaum is on the story for us. He joins us now from Malaysia's capital, Kuala Lumpur.
I told you
So,
guys,
David,
Georgia.
Indonesia's Sumatra Island has been one of the worst hit areas.
I
We
spoke
know
to you
the
guys about
tropical
this
storm
yesterday.
caused a lot
So
of
this is an
damage on its
update.
own, but there are some conditions on the ground that made the situation worse. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, well, local authorities as well as environmentalists are pointing towards deforestation, both legal deforestation for things such as mines and palm oil plantations, as well as illegal logging. Keep in mind that forests can provide a protective barrier to help mitigate the damage from storms like this. So that's one of the reasons why now people across the country are calling for investigations as well as a review of government policy. Now, on the ground, more than 700 people are dead. Hundreds of people are still missing. Rescue teams are struggling to get to some of these remote villages. They are using helicopters to try to get to some of them, as many as they can, but they cannot reach these crews. They cannot reach enough remote villages quickly enough. And in addition to that, the cell towers are down in so many places. So authorities in the central cities are unable to contact so many remote villages to find out what is your situation on the ground. Do you need more food? Do you need more water? Are there people in need of urgent medical care? So because they can't have these sort of communications going back and forth, there are real concerns.
So imagine 1,300 people dead. So when we thought Hurricane Melissa was hard and rough, look at all the way over here in this country. Judge of God. It's disturbing and troubling, but what can we say, guys? When nature comes by, sometimes we don't even know what to do.
Some people who survived the initial floodwaters may not survive in the days ahead because
because they can't bring in any food, no communication, everything is in shambles and bumbles, people. So this one is worse than Melissa, they claim. They said this one is worse than Melissa, they claim, people, because now 1,300 people are dead. All right? From there, guys, 1 second, we want to talk about some other things. All right? Where is it? Where is it? 1 second. Is it this one? Oops. Where is it, man? I have to undo that one. Where is it? Okay. 1 second, guys. Okay. Come on, where are you? Oh, there we are. Okay. So, guys, so imagine 1,300 people are dead and there's no power, nothing. And you cannot tell them that you need food or anything of that sort because there's no communication. And because the place is full of mud, so much people are dismantled and lost, okay?
When I came
And
across
all
that
of
finish
that, right?
line,
All right. From there, we want to talk about Jamaica for a second. The bobsled team makes history and win. Okay, so let's get to the bobsled team right here.
and saw that we were in first place, I couldn't even believe it. So I was just standing there speaking. It's a big moment for us. The whole island of Jamaica is proud. Anytime we step on the block as a team, we always try to create a new history. We're a tropical island. Nobody expects Jamaica to be in winter sport, winning gold medal on the international stage. We always believe and trust in our abilities. For us to win the race, that's a big thing. Knowing that, like, the country was devastated by the hurricane, we also dedicated this win to Jamaica. For this win uplift their spirits, give them something to cheer for. We are working on more historical moments for Jamaicans. The Jamaica bobsled going places. You will see even greater things from us.
Jaja, look at this man.
When I came across that finish line and saw that we were in first place, I
Right?
couldn't even believe it. I was just standing there.
So the Jamaican bobsled team made history and win that. Okay, guys. So if you didn't know, now you know. All right. So big up the bobsled team that are going on good. We hear the reggae girls come out good and all of that. Good thing for you guys, Island, because at least you guys can look to smile about something instead of be sad every minute about Melissa. All right, Hurricane Melissa and all of that. From there, guys, we want to talk about some other things because I'm not going to stay long. I am going to run. Not going to stay long with you guys, so I want to unpack this. Dutch King says he will not shy away from slavery history and rare royal visit to Suriname. The King and Queen visit to the former colony, the first by members of Dutch royal family in the nearly 5 decades. All right, people? The Dutch King William Alexander vowed Monday that the topic of slavery would not be off limits as it visits former colony, Suriname, where the practice ended just over 150 years ago. So last time I was on my live and people come and shout out their mouth and talk about, oh, other people were in slavery too. Now you see who really was in slavery. Now you see even the king acknowledged who was really in slavery. Do you guys look and see who are these people? So right now the Dutch king says he won't shy from the slavery conversation and slavery argument because he know that this had been happened 150 years ago. So who was in their feeling saying that I'm coming out here to spread propaganda that the black folks was in slavery? Huh? So now it's right there. Even the king acknowledged that. Okay? Moving on. We also want to talk about Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer sent a cease and desist to Netflix claim docu-series produced by 50 Cent uses stolen footage. So people, I don't know what 50 Cent, they say that the reason why 50 Cent is carrying out because Diddy end up with one of his girl. So Diddy sent a cease and desist because there's a Netflix series coming out because of 50 Cent. 50 Cent can't stop doing what he's doing, right? And I just think that it's too much. I think that 50 Cent to go troll somebody else. 50 Cent is always in the mix of Diddy, and 50 Cent basically don't like Diddy, and basically it seems like Diddy don't like him. Right? So Diddy say he's not playing and said a cease and desist when it comes to this situation. All right? So let's unpack this. First he threatened legal action and then he sent cease and desist letter.
50 Cent's highly anticipated documentary about Sean Diddy Combs is officially here. And we hear from jurors from the Diddy trial, some accusers who spoke out for the documentary, and 50 Cent got his hands on some footage that Diddy claims belongs to him.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us, that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
I reached out to Sean Combs' spokesperson, who tells me that the reason why that personal footage exists is because Sean Combs has been documenting his own life since he was 19 years old. They say that this footage was captured from a personal videographer hired by Sean Combs.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing.
Oh, 50 cents. Get a life, bro.
Because you'll see people saying that. He might feel a different way about pieces and bits of it, but he knows the truth.
His lawyers even sent a cease and desist letter to Netflix, which I have obtained. I reached out to Netflix and they referred me to a statement from the doc who says, quote, "It came to us, we obtained the footage and have the necessary rights."
Oh, no.
50 Cent's highly anticipated about Sean Diddy Combs is officially here.
Okay. So 50 cents, to be honest, is doing too much, but what can I say? Not my business. He threatened legal action.
A new legal fight between 50 Cent and Sean Diddy Combs. ABC's Hannah Battah explains what it means for a new Netflix documentary out Diddy.
Overnight, lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs trying to stop the release of a Netflix docuseries due out today.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business.
The series contains never-before-seen footage of Combs debating strategy with his lawyers in the days leading up to his arrest.
1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second.
Last year.
I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution.
It also includes video of Combs greeting fans in Harlem.
I'll accept it.
And then saying this about the interaction moments later.
I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. I've been out in the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I gotta take a bath. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh. It's like 150 hugs.
Now Combs' lawyers are demanding Netflix pull the series, threatening legal action, claiming Netflix is using stolen footage that was never authorized for release as part of what they call a shameful hit piece. The series is executive produced by Combs' longtime rival, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, and director Alex Stapleton, who said, quote, "We obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights," end quote. Before the cease and desist demand was sent yesterday, Stapleton and Jackson sat down with our Robin Roberts to discuss the series.
Disgusting.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean?
So why 50 Cent ever made a documentary on Weinstein or Epstein or those big mogul? Why bother come and make a documentary on your own black brother? And then you're going to make mad money out of it. You sure 50 Cent you don't have anything in the closet? I hate when the black folks come out here and act like they don't have any sense, bro. You understand? If that man was really guilty of that sex trafficking and all of that nonsense, that man would have got more time. That man is going to be out of here in no time. So that's how you know the states never really had no case. And not only that, for the prosecutor to be fired after this case, it tells you quite clear. So 50 Cent basically is doing too much. Too much the way I see it. But what am I to say?
Combs, than it is for giving the victims a platform.
Now give no victim a platform.
The show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. Not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this.
Combs is currently serving more than 4 years in prison on prostitution-related charges. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
So if you don't know, now you know. So 50 Cent, you're doing too much the way I see it. Go away. Go and do some other documentary and some of these nastiness out here that get a pass, bro. It's crazy to me. So much other sexual story out here and crazy and barbaric, savage sexual assault and 50 Cent cannot do a series on it, but you're gonna do a series on a man that beat a federal charge. Where in the history you hear a black man beat a federal charge and only get 4 years and gonna come out in no time? Remember, he already did dead time, and that half of that is gonna wipe off of that time. And depends on where he is. He's not going to do all of that time. So the way I see it, the prosecutor in this case is fired. He beat the federal people. He beat the federal law because nobody in the history beat them really. Okay? And he get less time. And they never found him for the white slave law that I came and spoke to you guys about. The white slave law that they sent and used on the boxer back in the days. Let me remind you guys. 1 second. I came and the White Slave Act, yes, that they use on the back. And the White Slave Act turned to the Mann Act, turned to the so-called Trafficking Act. Remember, it was called the White Slavery Law. Brought down Jack Johnson. Let me give you guys history because I came and spoke to you guys already. And then it was amended to the Mann Act. Come now, let's go back in history, please. When Diddy trial was out here, I came and I gave you guys history. And I call it and I said, Nana, all of that White Slave Act that they claim say he did traffic this and traffic that, all of that not going to come in the court. All of that not going to find him guilty because he wouldn't even get 4 years. All right? He wouldn't get 4 years for that. Okay? So he basically beat the federal case. Because 4 years is nothing for all of that they charge him. So let's get to history for a second. 1 second. I spoke to you guys about that. The white slavery law that brought down Jack Johnson, the black boxer. That's who they used the law first back in the days on. And I came and spoke to you guys about it. What was the story? He had a white lady on his hand and brought her across state line and then nailed the black boxer down to his grave. So a long time this white slavery law been using and black men out here now turned to trafficking. So when back in the days in slavery, when they used to bring us from one place to sell us, who's going to get charged for trafficking? So back in the days, you're allowed to bring black folks from Africa to many different countries, to England, all over. Nobody don't get charged for slavery and the Traffic Act. But the boxers did. Me say, Jack Johnson did. So that's why 50 Cent need to go and sit down the way I see it. Him need to take a seat the way I see it. Because this law was only for us out here. And it was even racist if you're going to call a law the white slavery law. Okay? And I came and I gave you guys history class in Diddy criminal case because we were on it like tea in coffee. You know what I mean? We were on it like tea and coffee. Milk in the coffee, we were out here. And I said, guys, remember this slavery law? Guys, remember this slavery law? Guys, remember this slavery law? Guys, remember? Not only that, I came and I also gave you guys history. And I said, guys, that white slavery law turned to the Mann Act. 1 second. And I said, guys, after the slavery law, because of slavery abolished and it never looked good, they changed it and gave it a fancy name, the Mann Act. So from the white slavery law, bring down the boxer, to the Mann Act. Now to the RICO charges, they call it. So what did I say changes from? You see what it's called before 1910? The White Slave Traffic Act. Then they jump to 1910 and call it Mann Act. Am I lying? No, it's called RICO charges. So a long time black men been facing these kind of law and these kind of racistness out here. So that's why 50 Cent needs to go and sit down. That's why 50 Cent need to go and sit down. That's why the prosecutor in Diddy trial got fired after. Let's get to that, guys. Let's go back all the way. We can. All right? So when I come and tell you guys something, I'm not telling you any lies. I know my history. Okay? So remember, Diddy, prosecutor, was fired. Yes? I came and dropped that. Didn't I not? 1 second. Let's get there. Right here.
A conviction on the most serious charges for Diddy. Remember those charges of sex trafficking.
She was fired.
Racketeering. He was acquitted on those charges, though Diddy, remember,
Listen.
was convicted of lesser prostitution-related offenses.
She was
So,
fired.
Maureen Comey worked on that case. If you were following our coverage of the Diddy trial, and we had that static shot, that camera angle that...
Remember, she had a big father, Comey, in the FBI. So all of this shit information, she didn't really go do no investigation, allegedly. Her father passed on all of those information, gave her. She was privileged. And she was so privileged with those information, allegedly, and still falter. She got fired. So in a wish federal case, prosecutor get fired. You know why she got fired? Because she never got the black man good. So don't let me beat and teach you guys out here. So 50 Cent, you need to go and sit down. Because which federal case she's going to get fired from? You know why? Because she never got the man on the serious charge, the Mann Act, the White Slavery Act, the Racist Act, turned to RICO Act. So they had to bench her because Diddy basically beat her in a court. Because that man would have got more time. You get it? The man get to keep all of his money. Because anyhow they define him guilty. It's on the Mann Act. Right? What would occur? He would have lost all his riches. Children would have nothing to hide. That's how they get mostly black men out here. Because once they charge you for that, you have to give them all of your money, your proceedings, all of your money gone. And did he manage to beat this prosecutor with really nobody by his side? The whole public turned against him because the public was scared. So when 50 Cent is going to come out here and do all of this, 50 Cent, you look like you're hungry, you need more money, allegedly. Go find something else constructive to do, bruh. Go and argue with the people who always try to take your show off of TV. Go and argue with your baby mother somewhere who come out and claim that you really didn't pay no child support. And go and argue with your son who claims he can't stand you. The way I see it. Because why are you doing all of this? When you know the system wasn't for this man, the system wasn't for us. The first person they brought down in the Mann Act, the White Slavery Act, was a black man. There's an example on him. And come out here try to use that white slavery law on the black folks. And talk about racketeering and RICO and this and that. Not only that, back in the days, the RICO charge was only for the Italian mafias. Because they were allegedly the drug pushers back in the days. Now they turn it on the black man. So this law and the RICO law has been recycled. And the Italian mafias. And the black boxer. And now on Diddy. And now you're going to do series? Next. 50 Cent, you're doing too much. Because the big prosecutor in this case lost her job.
Vantage point outside the doors of the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, you would, from time to time, when court was over for the day, see the prosecutors walk out and go home. I remember watching live, seeing Maureen Comey walk out with some of her colleagues after trial was done for the day.
And she lost her job. See?
So
she lost her job after the case. Why is that? Why you guys think she lost her job? Why you not think she lost her job? Because she never get the big man pan the charges that was very important. The one that would have sent him to prison forever. You understand? So 50 Cent, you're doing too much. You hear that? You're doing too much, bro. So the woman got fired. Let me give you the short ending of it. Okay? Let me give you the short end of it. Quick and fast.
Breaking news that just came in. The Associated Press is reporting the Justice Department has just fired Maureen Comey. She is a veteran federal prosecutor who worked on the cases against Sean Diddy Combs as well as Jeffrey Epstein.
See that?
She is also the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey. According to the Associated Press, there was no specific reason given for her firing, and she did not immediately respond to messages seeking comment. We will continue to follow this developing story and bring you any information.
You feel me? You understand? So she worked on the two biggest cases out here. It was history when it came to Diddy. And Epstein, she worked on Epstein case. And how much time Epstein girlfriend got? The rest of them that was around Epstein and the trafficking and the little girls. Epstein got off scot-free because he killed himself, allegedly. So the only strength that they have is for the black man them out here. And that RICO charge, aka White Slave Act charge, aka the Mann Act charge. So 50 Cent will now look, I will not buying your series the way I see it. Diddy is not my cup of tea, but you're doing too much. You understand? I'm not watching that series. I don't even want to see it because that boy is doing too much. That law was made for us to F us over. And when people out here traffic, they don't get locked up like the Epstein situation. He come off scotch-free and all his friends them. Prince Andrew only paid a little bit of money and got away. And only stepped down from royalty and still getting royalty money to survive out there off of slave people. Because remember, the Queen of England, the King of England, they got their riches off of slavery. All right? And their son get caught up in the nastiness and get a pass. Because you can't lock up those people. 1 second. Because you cannot lock up those people, guys. You understand? So all of those things in one. So when 50 Cent is coming out with documentary now, 50 Cent, you need to go and sit down. Because that act was made for us. That act was used. And a black man brought down the poor boxer. Because they never liked back in the days the boxer had a white lady on his arm, bringing her across state line. Look at the boxer. Who do you guys thought Holyfield? You guys think he was only Holyfield out here? This was a prominent, big black boxer, Jack Johnson. Know you guys' history, bro. This is who they use the act on. I'm showing you guys again. The White Slavery Act. Turn to the Mann Act. Turn to the RICO charges. So I knew they wouldn't get Diddy, on that case because the case was not so. He never trafficked nobody like that much. You can't traffic a woman and pay her bills at the same time. When you traffic a woman, she get the worst treatment. You don't traffic a woman and give her businesses and still pay for her condo and her place where she's living. When you traffic a woman, you take all her money. The only thing you buy her is clothes to go see the next man. Food to keep her body up or you're going to run it like a gas station. So I just kiss my teeth and pass. So 50 Cent, God know your history and know your blackness and move. The way I see it, you're helping these folks tear down a black man that the story wasn't really true. And the prosecutor got fired because she never got the two big mogul and these charges. So she got fired. You should lose all your dignity and pride out here. Because you're doing too much. Same as Gail come out here and do documentary and R. Kelly. Where's Gail today? Didn't I not say that Gail had to step down the other day? Remember Oprah came out and talked about her next shit. Where's Oprah today? Where's Oprah, rich as she can be? Remember Oprah did come out and bring down all her father. And talk all kind of crap. But her name was caught up in all kind of things. And remember Oprah did come out here and talk all kind of stuff. And her school did get caught up in all kind of shambles and bumbles. Abuse and all. Allegedly. So we can't take these people out here for face value when them sell them soul. In other words. So 50 Cent, I don't like you for this one. And I'm troubled for this one. Knowing the history of the white slavery law. Knowing who they made the law for. So they tried to come after Jay-Z. And Jay-Z has to backpedal and say, move. And get them off of him. Although we don't really like Jay-Z himself. So many men they wanted to bring down. It's just because R. Kelly never really have no proper people around him to help him. Because all of those kids that they claim was dropped off by their mother, the mother should be charged for neglect. Who go give a singer your child? And then the police them never care. Because it was many more than one time the moms were calling the police to go get their kids from R. Kelly. And nobody did anything because they claim allegedly they were black girls. So why now? Why bother now? And they lock up that man, take all his money, take all his music, tell the whole world not to stream his music. So the man is like a slave in jail, in prison, not earning nothing. On top of it, he was illiterate. Couldn't read and write, they claim, when it comes to R. Kelly, but made some big hits. So we're not picking up for people who out here and violate women, but we gotta know the history. Nobody violated a woman back in days more than in a slavery. When you used to rape off a woman, put a woman on the bed for her to have all these kind of babies, to have them as slave. Do procedurals on women without any medication, all of those things. Make women sleep with their brother. Make sons sleep with their mother. And all of these things that they used to do to people. So when you really think about it, 50 Cent is doing too much. Because not even the prosecutor could hold up a job after this case. She lost her job. Big bad prosecutor like that had the two biggest case and faltered. Because Epstein friends never got locked up. His girlfriend was on the run for a very long time with her freedom. Didn't even get life in prison for her pervert ways. Trafficking. Calling young girls, bringing young girls. But Diddy you want to do a documentary on? Not Epstein? Not Weinstein? Not Tracy? Stacy Pacey? Not him? Nobody else will get caught up in the sexual assault and trafficking. Nobody else? Only Diddy. So because them say Diddy rock your girlfriend world and you have a problem. That's why. Kiss me teeth and pass. Not too vile as black folks, man. No out here help all the public break down the man after honestly say the public couldn't hold on to the man. Like, go get a life, bro. John Oster. And if you get a life sometime, man. When you see black people's out here at the stake, when if you have some sense, man. We all know that there's lots of victims out here, people. And our heart and soul goes out to the victims. We're not picking up for any predator. But it's the way you go about things. There's people out there do some sinister crime, fall in the act of slavery act and man act and RICO charges, and this man don't do a Netflix series. But you want to do that, this man? And get all kind of hidden footage to come and show the public? Because you want to make money? Go and make some movies. Go and rap some song. Go and make an album. You friggin' ass. Because this one not ready. You're doing too much. Helping the overseers to have your own black man on the stake of the stick. Be careful how you burn the bridges before you cross. And be careful how you dash with your stick before you cross. Be mindful and know your history, 50 cents. That this man White Slave Act was only made for black people and nobody else. That's why it's only black folks going down in all of this. See Stacey out here there? How much crime Stacey did? I showed you guys the other day. And what is he crying? Not criminal charge. He's crying homelessness. What is Weinstein crying? My back, my back. What about the other Quebec? Millionaire, billionaire. What did they come and cry? He can't remember. He's on a sick bed. He can't come to trial. Remember that case? So all of these people that don't look like us have an excuse why they can't be prosecuted. But the black man's supposed to be prosecuted. And 50 cents, we should help you out here. Buy the series? You're crazy, bro. Go away, man. Find something constructive to do. Because you're not ready yet. The way I see it. And I'm not picking up for Diddy. It's the principle of it. Okay? So when I know my history, we're not by this one. We're not riding on this bandwagon. Not at all. I could think for myself. And I got my own brain. And I got the history packed up in my brain. So we now buy or sell this one. Shame on you, boo. The way I see it, guys. All right? Moving on, kiss me teeth and pass. I'm going to jump off of this. So we're going to go here. Rihanna. Oh, Rihanna. Oh, Rihanna. Rihanna reacts as her Auntie becomes first album by the black female artist to spend 500 weeks and the Billboard 200. Although girl not making the music, girl is a rich billionaire, them claim. One thing I could give to Rihanna. After her and Chris Brown situation, you never heard nothing really about Rihanna. Rihanna go find ASAP Rocky and stop make her family. Rihanna come out with her Fenty makeup line, her lingerie line, and everything line, and girl are going with herself. Girl don't have to come out here with no fake body, fake breasts, fake personality, nothing of that sort. She said, I'm black and proud. So if we black sisters can follow in a Rihanna footstep as an island girl she is, to come out here and be who you are, comfortable in your own skin, although she looks more lighter than how she was, then we can come out here and say amen. Because look how she rich. Wanna see any big body behind? Look how she rich. Wanna see any breasts up in her chest like Nicki Minaj? Nothing of that sort. Girl is a real deal. Real black woman. And we have to give her that. Okay? From there we drop this. $2 billion companies later, Rihanna is still the most powerful woman in beauty and fashion. So you see that? You see that? So me have to drop her out here and say, girl, go there, girl. Okay? Go there, girl. And you can see she had her kids them natural as well. Come out here with her belly out here, tell everybody out here with for them naked belly. So the girl set trend. The woman set trend. The billionaire set trend. The good girl set trend. The black and proud set trend. So I had to come out and say, oh my, wow, wow. Wow, on this day. Okay, guys? Kiss me teeth and pass. From there, we drop this. No, sir. Trouble in paradise, trouble in paradise, trouble. A trouble in paradise, trouble. A trouble in paradise. Whoa, we ball out. Right here. Radio presenter with South Africa public broadcaster has appealed in court on a charge related to alleged recruitment of men for Russian military. So you're a black woman where most of the time you're not far from the law. You're not far from being clunk, clank. Are you out here recruit military for Russia? Are you out of your mind? Lady, are you out of your mind? Oh, no, self in society. You guys don't know that we have to pick our battles. And we have to know how we tread nowadays days. Because I will say, who is here? We're under the law. So here you are, trying to recruit, allegedly, Russian military, and you get in trouble. You're who? The army? You're who? The sergeant? You're who, lady? So these are the things that I'm talking about. Black folks, know yourself nowadays days out here. Some things are not for us. So right now she's in trouble, people. And we have to come back and unpack the story like down pack and give you the whole raw deal of this whole situation. Okay, guys? So I had to come and talk to you guys about all of this. Okay? Joshua, good morning. You understand? Thank you for stopping by. So all of that, people, in one take. All right? Wait a minute. From there, we want to talk about this. So I spoke about this already. And I'm going to highlight this again. Because them come over here and beat me and say me only I talk about black slave. But who do we always hear about that they're their slaves? Not black people. Who is the king highlighting right now? Not black people. Who did they made the slave act and the RICO act off of? Not black people. So how can I not come out here and have it forefront that our black people were slaves? And other 1 and 2, but we were mainly slave. Come shout out that for me now. Whoever was on the live, kicking up rumpus, carrying on, that I'm not including the other people that was in slavery. Now you see why me always come with my receipts? So if the Dutch king can't come and say he doesn't feel a way to come and have discussion on the slavery topic, then why not bother me for? Everybody know that slavery was out here and black people. When you were in school, the first thing they come out and claim that we were slaves. They don't talk about who made the stoplight. They don't talk about who made the gas mask. They don't talk about who made the pots. They don't talk about who made all of these things. They just say you were a slave, clunk, clunk, clank, clank. They don't talk about nothing of the goodness. They never talk about nothing of that sort. Nothing of that sort. So when the people are out here and just saying that we're slaves, then you have to admit it. So when I come out here and come talk, you can't be in your feelings and say, well, you didn't talk about other people. Well, I don't have to talk about other people. I'm talking about what's happening now. Who were slaves? The black folks. Who's trying to get more money now from the slavery deal? The black folks. Who's still suffering now? The black folks. Who still go about against preconceived bias? The black folks. Who still out here discriminating against? The black folks. Who still don't reach half of the where we're supposed to reach? The black folks. Who still never get all of the stuff them that they stole from us? The black folks. Do you need me to keep on going? So these are the things that I'm talking about, folks. So I'm not in my feelings. I'm only telling you reality and history. Like how we talk about the Mann Act, the White Slavery Act, and the RICO Act. Okay, guys? So I had to come and talk about this again. One more thing. The RICO Act. All right? I'm going to show you guys. 1 second. One second. Okay. So the RICO Act. 1 second. You see where it falls? See where the RICO Act falls, yeah? In 1970. Was signed by the law of President Richard Nixon. Do you want to go in the history of Richard Nixon and kiss with teeth and pass? Or you guys want me to leave it? So when them people here come and sign law, I don't know them history, you just kiss teeth and pass. So when was the RICO law passed? When? In the 1970. In the 1970. Who that used to be on? 1 second. Let's give you guys a history. 1 second. See it there? 1 second. Who did they drop that law on? The mafias. And who were the mafias back in the days? The Italian mafia. Am I lying? So the RICO law was passed for the Italian mafia. And now they're using it on the black man. So don't make me come and teach, you know, B. Don't let me have to beat and teach because I know what I'm saying. I'm just not talking out of my ass. I know what I'm saying. So when I came and said to you guys that the RICO law was used on the mafia, the Italian mafias, I gave you guys your receipts. The reason why the RICO law is not using an Italian mafias no more, because they're not really out here on the street. They own businesses, warehouses, apartments, plaza. Because them claim back in the days, them wash them money and turn it good. So you know all of those bank Ital want to rent out here to keep party? Italians own that. You know most of these business front want to run? Italian own that. So you know who they claim so now is in the drug game? The black folks. But remember who brought the drugs in the black community? Do we need to go into history of that? No, we don't. You understand what I'm saying? So you feel me? So these are the things that I'm talking about. So when you're going to use one law and somebody and pass it on and keep on renaming the law, kiss with teeth and pass, and made the law for black folks, we're not going to be out here with the series of 50 cents and the Netflix series. Not at all. Okay, guys? So I had to come out and shout. So happy Wednesday. And that's my content for today. I am going to jump off of this live because I got to run. Busy people. But nevertheless. All right? We want to talk about a little bit about Rose and Candy and Rebel. When you hear Rebel name, the only one thing come to mind is rebellious. When you name yourself name rebel, only one thing come to mind in history is rebellious. Look like she never know her name. Every time she switchly and she keep a party, there's always fuss and muss and problem at the party. We remembered how those girls got their name and how they come out here and disgrace on a favorite person, Spice. We all heard how much vagina we have been eating and we're going to be eating and was about to be eating. Jaja. In the whole cuscus. Then come out here. Then carry on with Spice. Them do they do. Them end up go friend one of Spice's biggest enemy allegedly, the big bad Ramesh. So them sell out the black man for the Indian man. Just putting it out here how it is. When we hide, the Indian man a beat black people like a any slave. That's TJ and Moya. Been doing that for a while, allegedly, and had to settle and pay in court. Or pay out a court settlement. Ramesh came out and do some kind of job thing and was charging the people for jobs. And if he was in a first world country, him go prison. Because you cannot charge people to give them job. Yes? So if he was in a first world country, clunk, clunk, clank, clank. But only Jamaica. I say that to say this. When Rebel's keeping her party, she promote. Them talk about it. Now, one second. But never once Rebel come out here and tell the people, them guys, a couple times we keep party and there was a problem. So when you guys are coming, please come with your good and your great behavior. Never ever heard that. Because that's the first thing you would shout. Many people keep dance. That's what them always shout out on the flyer. Come with your behavior. No bad behavior. No fighting. None of that sort. Before no call Candy on the stage, I believe a Rosalie no call on the stage. So therefore, Rosalie was an item, was something, and was important to the factor of your act and your show what you call her on the stage to get more forward. So obviously Rosalie is somebody. And obviously Rosalie may be somebody more than you, what you thought you could bring Rosalie on the stage to make her come say one and two things on the mic. So you should have paid her for that. Because remember, she's also somebody like how to make her out here to be. Remember when we know Rebel fall underneath the ABC and it was Nikki Cromas then claims I was the girlfriend allegedly. Don't mix me up, because maybe I got the story wrong. And them out here and then rub crutches and eat crutches and rub crutches and end up being carpet muncher till them out here say they're the sexiest thing on the block. Rebel come out here with some self-esteem issue where she don't like the nose, she don't like the body, she don't like the breasts. And we kissed it and pass and said, oh my, these young girls. Rebel who don't have any children, breast supposed to stand up on her chest. Like any marble, it didn't stand up. And we wonder why. And we're wondering why you need to get breasts when you don't have no kids and them no sag. So we kiss teeth and pass. Rebel come out and tell the nation, say, she stopped going to school because she wanted to dance. And her mom was disappointed in her when she stopped going to school. Make that make sense for you? So we know you're a rebel. That's your name. Rebellious. That's your name. You're even rebellious that you did come out of school. Figure dance. And when you got the opportunity to dance, you end up falter and cross the bridge. You dash on the stick before you cross the bridge and bring down the artist, Spice. And then end up go friend the Indian man to bring her down some more. When you guys know that was her enemy. So no never have no loyalty. Uno don't know one name loyalty. So why should Rose have some loyalty to Uno when she have name just like Uno out here beg just like Uno? Uno claims so Uno the hottest and the greatest, but Uno depend TikTok a beg. And the people them on the TikTok is so dumb enough to give you guys your money knowing that you don't do breast, you don't do body, you don't have care, you don't keep dance and all that thing, and you live better life than them, and they still continue to give you guys your things. You don't see the whole on some user. You don't see no you're not so fucking greedy. So the time you keep the dance, you should have make all of the TikToker them come with them truck and park up and hand out rice and flour to the people them. Because they were in need in this time. You keep dance when the whole country is in bambles and shambles. Look pound. You don't have no morals, brother, enough to go away. You guys should go away. You don't have no morals. In a big time like that where people can't find place to live in Jamaica, you keep big dance. And after there's a problem after the party, you come out now if you come talk after your name is Rebel. And once your name is Rebel, everybody around you're supposed to be rebellious. Move from yourself. You're not too disgusting and go like you're better than people and not somebody. No, nobody, bro. And I'm not picking up for Rose because Rose is disgusting. From police, if you come in your house and tell you if you take out the 7 or 8 garbage bag, you're past disgusting. For you if you tell your daughter say you should stink on the live, you're past disgusting. For you now got parents interview and all of them something that you're past disgusting. For you beat off your mama, you're past disgusting. But you guys gave her a pass. Many fucking times. So what happened now? If she got dance, go get trouble. One never ban her when she beat off her mama. One never ban her when she lose the kids them. Why only never ban her from she tell TJ to walk away? And when she come a party, if you go push up her hand in a girl face like one out here and preach every day, sound no bad. You have a problem? Remember it's on the culture to be bad every day. It's okay. Remember, so most of the time it's okay for only to show and show people sound no bad every day. So why are you guys beating Rose? Because she come out here with her bad self. Didn't Rose say she walk with her entourage? Where would Rose get money from to pay for her entourage? They out of phone pocket while go work a man in time and a thief and a do all kind of things? How much of owner who have bodyguard after you give Rose no money? How much of owner can even find a good piece of chicken for put on table? How much of owner go in a grocery store go murmur? The eggs expensive, the chicken expensive, grocery expensive, but it was okay for you guys to just hand over the money to Rose. Make Rose come and talk about a 300 something thousand. She pen a dance, pan liquor and all of these things. So easy come, easy go. Don't it? We saw Rose mom the other day in a one video I shake her ass. We heard the aftermath of Rose's mother. I think the boy who came and put up her sexual video out here and Rose come out here come carry on. So from all of those embarrassment, from she did naked with the police, from police run down Drakes, from all of the something them, from all of the things that have been happening, the children them were apprehended. She beat her mama. She come out and threaten people, threaten Derek, so she go beat Derek. And all of these kind of things that she out here talk. And say she have entourage and security guard and them bad like yours. When did you guys realize that the badness was gonna out spiral out and she gonna end up in a candy face? That's not how you guys do. When you think she was going to catch Candy if you're going to Candy face. Now must at the party. Where else she's going to see Candy? Where else she's going to see Candy? So all this time when them argue upon internet, you never know say was that serious? Wanna know out underneath the comment section when Rosa rub Candy and Candy rub Rosa and laugh and gee and emoji and this and that. You never know it was serious? So you guys are enablers. I wanna make the fight go on. And almost go on. You people on the TikTok. Because when Rose was out here cursing Candy, you guys were right there. Rub our Rose. Rub our Rose. Cuss our Rose. And when Candy was out here bringing Rose, bring down the stinking girl. The fat, dirty girl. The nasty girl. So you guys are part of this shit. So they like the badness. So when badness increase, don't come out to come argue. Don't come out to come blame nobody. Take on the badness and go on. And shout out next. Because you guys knew what Rose is all about. I know that she was on a downward spiral. Come out here trying to kill all the baby father. So we know that she was getting out of hand. But to enable her and still give her money. So what's the problem? So when you don't bend a tree from its young and make it grow full blown into blossom, Don't come out here to come and argue. Don't come out here to come and cry. I want to turn Rose into the monster that she is. And if Rebel name is Rebel, she expect people to come around her and be rebellious, because Rebel is not a good name to have. From the rebel group in Africa to any rebel, that name is not a good name to be. Rebel. Rebel mean that you're rebellious. You're a rebel. What does rebel mean? Is that rebel mean positive? I remember when we find out about rebel, a mix up. When we found out about rebel at the ABC business she was doing. And look how I water do pretty. And rebel have I water. I sing and I carry and I perform at the party. So you know no loyalty. You never have no loyalty for the woman that bring you on plane and give you the first makeup blush where you claim say you still a use. You think me can argue with somebody and bring her down and sell out and use a makeup blush what she give me? Make that make sense for me, rebel. So now nobody, no out here, no beg, no blood cleat, no nobody. You guys are not the girls and the woman them out here. No nobody, brother. Because when push come to shove on out here, and that girl frock and the girl skirt and them crutches. So you guys are nobody, bruh. The way I see it. So Rose are nobody and Uno are nobody. Uno go away and go use the people that money want to get for free and use it in a good light and go help the people that made a Jamaica some more. Time you keep big dance, you should have keep big donation giveaway. Move. In a time like this, you know, out here cuss and carrying and the whole country is in disarray. Uno go get a life, man. Get a life. So much people disperse because of Melissa. I know they Jamaica keep dancing and fight after. Go get a life. You don't have no morals. You don't have no empathy and sympathy. And that's why you don't go reach for other than war, cuss, war. Anything you keep, there's always going to be a problem at your party. Because you're a problem person. And no come mooching on no lie. And no know nothing named loyalty. So anybody will follow and come there, now go have no loyalty because you never have none. For the person who put you on plane first. Go away, man. For the person who make you catch at them yard. For the person who give you no money. Remember good. As she make you have them the visa, they know why you can fly all over. Remember good. And you are very ungrateful. So the way I see it, Rose not have no behavior. Candy not have none, and you guys don't have none. Every time there's a party keep, there's a problem at the party because be a problem people come there. Remember, these people are not nice people. Remember, half of them allegedly are scammers before they come on the app. Even Donia who are talk. Remember one man they come out and say, Donia used to pretend to eat out a rubbish bin. To come out here and beg. See, Donia they on the app now bleach out and tattoo and say him as somebody. When everybody knows that Donia used to be walking in public as acting like a madman. Remember when we know Candy, she was darker than what she was. And I cry for her baby that the baby father took away. So Candy is who? And then Candy make a disgusting song, drink body water, go. I don't give her royalty. I don't shake her hand for them, the nastiness that what she preach out upon the little girl them. So who is Candy? Who is Rose? Who is Rebel? Nobody. I'm going to go get some ambition, man. I got some morals. I don't have none. That's on the out here every day about Rebel, Candy, Rose. Them not have no morals. How do we know Rose from over Lava? Did Rose carry any loyalty for Lava? Where is Lava chat and laugh show now? No, she's supposed to be on it every time when Lava turn on in camera. How did we know Rose? When Rose came and begged Lava a wig in the pandemic time. When Rose was struggling. So was Rose a somebody? So if you take off somebody off of the street, fix her up, and basically put... Because remember, you know, you can't put pigs in setters. Pig always stay in the mud. No matter how you dress them up, they always remain pigs. So how do you expect Rose to change? If Rose upon the app every day argue, beat off her mama, threaten to kill her baby father, threaten to beat off all the child upon the app. Tell lie upon people who are batty people from who are batty people and friend them next time. How do you expect she figure dance? Figure behave as somebody she argue with upon the app? And how come you guys never know the argument on the app was serious? One of the out here boost the argument and a boost the fight. So not one time we heard Rebel preach and tell the people them not to fight at her party. So when you come talk about say, you know, all Rosalie, no loyalty, and this, that, you're a liar for a morning. Because I want to come and perform and look and do pretty. Ramesh come out and do the most. And F up your party where your party could get a lawsuit to a true TJ them no sense. Because all the organizers, all the person who keep the party may drop a lawsuit pan. You were supposed to get a lawsuit to from TJ and Maya, because it was your party. You never bring no Ramesh in that light. Ramesh, you're wrong. And that me saying you're wrong. And you move on. That was a fight. That was a real beat up and a fight. All them girl get it. But Rose and Candy never fought. One juke in her face, Rose gone, and Candy a leap like a frog. So it wasn't no fight, darling, there. But when them beat up, that boy, TJ and his girlfriend, that was a fight. So you were supposed to get a lawsuit too. Because if I didn't me I drop it on the organizer and the person who was keeping the party. And should have win in a court if they were smart enough. But then they take the easy way out and go for the big man first. But you were supposed to get a lawsuit too. Because you're a party. And then come at your party. If it was in a first world country, you'd be liable too, ma'am. Remember, I tell you this. So a long time you're out here, I go and like say you're privileged. But don't worry. Don't worry. You're rebellious from your mama, they tell you if you go to school and you say you're not go. You're rebellious when you come out here and tell the people them say, what you didn't do on the sheet from long time. When the stigma and the norm wasn't too okay. In a Jamaica, for girl out here and name carpet and a name front. Remember, go look how long you come out with that. When Jamaican people weren't even okay with that for a bit. Until now them okay when them have all of these people on the app. Because they love sweets. So a long time you're out here embarrassing. So the Rose only embarrassing. A long time you equal a young girl out here embarrassing. You don't have no pitney, but you go put breast on your body and your breast is not supposed to drop down. You no can't tell people so no have no kids and no never dash your belly. Allegedly. No go away, man. So now go like on somebody, so no come out and no come pack up our Rose. You never know so Rose disgusting. You never know so Rose tormented. Members of the app is all demons on it. And members of the app, you have to do the most to get all of the money. So wanna think, you can have candy face and wanna come talk about it the next day. And you know the funniest thing? Them not talk about you, the party person, them talk about Rose. So Rose and Candy get the highlight for your party and you're mad. Go away. Every time you keep a party, there's a disaster. Cause no problem, people, your name is Rebel. Rebellious piece of work. Ungrateful piece of work. Come bring down the woman who give you the first plain fight. And the first makeup this and that. Sell out the woman to the Indian man. So you never know your blackness from day one. So don't act like someone true to dancehall and true to this and true to that. You're not. Because you bring down the artist and see the artist rising now and give a beer truck stuff. See the artist and give a zinc, plyboard, you name it. Although she's not my cup of tea because she come here right now, I won't even look at her. And you mentioned you still have her makeup thing where you use what she give you. So no class. 1 second. So that's the way I see it. So I now give Rose no wrong and I now give Candy no wrong. Me give you all of the wrong. Move. You never come and advertise, tell the people them don't fight at your party. But you never come preach that. Lots of people put up flyer all over here and first thing them shout. Even when them take the mic. Thank you guys for behaving on yourself. No problem. No arms house. No fighting. You couldn't pick up the mic and say that. You couldn't call out Rose and Candy and tell them to behave themselves like how you call them out on the stage and get a forward. You couldn't do that. You never know so then they on TikTok and argue for true. You never know so they're at each other's throat. You didn't know? You never know so them out here fight. When these animals on the internet are fighting in real life, they will go in real life and go and fight. That's why black people now have no self-control. I could give you guys a perfect example. All right, perfect example. I go into this and I go jump off of this, yes? Because them love follow people. So I'm going to go into the history. I was on my channel like this. And I do my content. And the little low life them take off my face. And go over TikTok, go build one page. That I didn't even build a TikTok. I'm not a TikTok, Instagram. Because I don't have a TikTok page. Go over Instagram and build a page. When me never even half reach over Instagram yet. Yes? These animals are in some kind of group that they don't know each other in a real life. They only know each other on FaceTime, Instagram, WhatsApp, and in a phone, as Dana would say. Yes? And they end up form some alliance that they're in some kind of internet gang. Them believe that they could have out here and pick for me every day. I'm not answer, me no say anything. So I go back and forth with them, back and forth. You guys know this. Back and forth, and tell them what me have to tell them. When you tell them what they want to tell you, I went to a party which didn't want to go, but I end up going. And I was there by myself. Because I know I'm not really part with people. Yes? And I went to the party. And in at the party, a man named Picture Man said to me, say, support me now. Take a picture with me now. Because I know that man for a long time. Yes? And the man asked me twice and I said, nah, man. But the party finished early because the little low life them in the party are smoke when they're not supposed to come and smoke. Just to show you how black folks don't have no behavior. The party is non-smoking and they in the party are smoke till the party have to lock off. So they don't have no behavior. And through the party lock off and girl look nice. Do your shoes, do your glasses, do your bag, nice outfit. Well nice. Here do turn up. I decide when I leave, I go take a picture. So I stand up, I wait for my picture after I took the picture. When me look, me hear one dog shit said, so and so. So me turn and me look. She said, can you come here for a second? Now the girl no come with me now with no aggression, you know. She don't say, hey girl, come here, you know. She don't say, hey girl, who you talk to, you know. None of that sort. You know why she did that? While she tell me to come here for a second, our big sour friend from that day when me never see. I remember, you know, that big sour friend don't live too far from me. And from that day, I never glimpsed a girl there by herself. Because them only body in a gang. That me want to tell you. Until that day, last year, October, make October again, make 1 year. I never glimpsed a girl there by herself again. Because them only can run them out in a gang. Yes? Because if you can't catch Quacky, you catch them sure. Don't. Yes. Multiple times I say that the girl kids, whether they look good and they don't look good, and I will never turn my camera on those kids. Come in and do kids like that. But they do my kids them like that. I feel like today we're going to get away with that shit. Yes? So when the girl tell me, come here for a second, I look a fat friend, ugly face friend, big teeth friend, I video that. Now them not video the part where she say, come here, you know. She video the part when me reach over there. Because remember, you know, if I was afraid, I wouldn't go over there. Right? Remember good now. So she never video the part where her friend say, come here. She video the part where I reach over there. So what you think was going to happen? Set them or set me up. So if a fight was supposed to go on, either here say me go over there first because then catch the part on the camera. On our phone. But the dummies them never know there's a camera in the banquet hall. So whatever you capture on your phone for sure. When if anything did happen that day, the police them would have easily go get the camera and say, she start talk to me first and she call me. Make that make sense for me. So my life then did want to set up. While I'm in the venue, the man who me I stand up beside and I wait for my picture, hold on to me and say, no man, just loud them. They went outside, I was still standing waiting for my picture. I end up left after. You know what she did with that video? On that video? Come on TikTok, I discussed that. How I had to run and how I was hiding and made it afraid and blah, blah, blah. Now stick up in there. Remember in the past, you know, them claims I'm mentally ill? Remember in the past, they say me get beat up in a high school I remember in the past, I said, I have no family, and I have no friends. So are the person when I have no friends? Are the person who's mentally ill? Are the person who's a nobody and get beat up all the time? You and your friends are going to beat up that night? Make that make sense for me. That's why I don't argue with them, you know. That's why when they tell me if you come on TikTok for argue, me just kiss teeth and pass, girl. Pass them like a low life, girl, yeah. Kind of real life. Think about it. Then when them a rub me on TikTok, when them shout out, she not get no choke up, she not get no choke up. And I should quit my job and go on disability. You cannot rub girl and I tell girl say you not get choke up. Why me want man for choke me for? Because them in this sinister nastiness in a bedroom where man choke them and piss pan them and spit pan them. Why I want to be in a bedroom having, you know what, with a man and him a choke me? What me get out of that? The more oxygen your brain lock off, the more you know no sense out here. So every time the man squeezing it can lock off the oxygen to your brain is malfunctioning the last time me check. So no girl couldn't rub me and tell me say me not get no choke up out and make that make sense and make me come out to come argue with she. Cause that no make no sense. And what was the problem? She a claim say she never trouble me. And the same people them want they not trouble me on the internet, and the same people them should go bring that that video what she make too. And argue with me and cuss me on the app. So how you can tell the police and tell the world that you're not in the internet gang? The internet gang where you don't know. And the funniest thing, those people never met each other before. So who mentally ill? You can claim say those people are your friends and you never met them before, but them a push you if you come argue with me in a real life and fight me in a real life. When you know me in a real life. When you try to borrow my car seat in a real life. When me help you in a real life. So just remember, in a real life, if you don't die by natural causes or by sickness, look out for people that you're helping in the past, have your hands in your debt. Our friends or family. Remember me tell you this. So from that day, me I say to myself, say, any fucking day that them have to put their hand on me, I am going to defend myself to the max. Because remember, you know, I'm not a prisoner. Remember, I'm not on parole or probation. Remember, say I'm an abiding citizen. So I'm allowed to go out here free of charge like all them out here. Yes? So when people come argue with me, say me not get no choke, me rest it. From that time, I not see them. Because every party me go, I'm in a like frozen rub up. Yes? Me will go to like, you see the Vice Cartel show, the Massacre show, the Alkaline show, and them that's something spend my money. Right? The Muppet Christmas Carol, the circus, Cirque du Soleil, those are the things that I go to. I'm not a dancehall person that much. So I saw people who mouth up on the internet and trouble you when you class them on the internet, I saw they want to fight you in a real life. Yes? So that me come and mention to you the other day, if you get disability the end of the month and I want check, and you get paid every 2 weeks, twice for the month, sometimes depends on how the month fall, you get paid 3 times for the month, why would you go and sit down on disability? You know why they might tell me if I go on disability? They claim I'm mentally ill. Now the job that I do, and the job that me in here, you cannot be mentally ill to do that kind of job. And look like say they never know, say, I go out and I have to go to my doctor every so often to go give that paper to my employer. Same like how they do drug tests. Same like how they do criminal check every so often. Yes? And I should quit my job and go collect disability. You know why they want me to collect disability? Because on disability is only so much you can spend. Me couldn't go to Costco go spend $500. Me couldn't go around here so go spend this. Me couldn't have the bag them what me have. Couldn't have the shoes them what me have. And the glasses them what me have. And couldn't go where me have to go. Because I would be limited for cash if I'm on disability. So my fun and joy and my spending, they won't stop. After that, me never follow them up and argue with them. Because you see, as soon as I got my receipts together and realize exactly what's going on, and if push come to shove that me have to defend myself and me hurt one of them, I got all my receipts and me just put one file together and put it down in my house and say, if any day me get locked up, you make sure you give me lawyer this. You know, feel me? So enough of them girl out your life, you make trouble with people. Make people push them to do all kind of things, and when you hurt them, now them cry foul and say you are the troublemaker. So the way me see it, Rose and Candy are troublemaker. Candy forward for nowhere when Rose was out here before. Okay? And Rose was always unruly All this time, I don't enable her until she unroll some more till she ready for beat off candy and no have a problem. So don't be a hypocrite when you enable somebody. Don't be a hypocrite when you enable somebody to be the monster that they are. Okay? So me not get Rose no wrong. And me not get Candy no wrong. Rebel, you are gonna get it because your name is Rebel. And enough unruly people are gonna come at your party. And at once in the party, me hear you tell people say, when you're not ready for leave, make sure nothing not happen like what happened last year, And when you're not ready for leave, until now, me not hear in the flyer or when you advertise your party and I tell them to come at your party, you never tell the people them to come and behave themselves. Which you're not supposed to come tell people say you behave themselves because they're supposed to know that. But from the last atmosphere, everything gonna keep trouble follow on our arms house. You should have advertised that. And then you wanna be mad some more. Because you come out and say, people me tell the people them to behave themselves, And Candy and Rose, they was at it. When you call Rose on the stage and then you call Candy on the stage for perform the nonsense when she has sing out her fear mouth because she's not an artist. Drink body water, go, that a nastiness. No morals behavior that. I saw you desperate for come sing about body water. If you suck it, you can hold him. No woman out here now suck and hold them man same way. Drink body water, go. Ask her for drink her piss. Tell her for use her baby diaper and squeeze it in her mouth and drink it. And say she'll go drink it. Tell her for piss in her one cup and drink it and say she'll drink it. But she out here drink body water. Make that make sense for me. So this is the whole on some nastiness, man. And some crosses, man. That's why I don't want to talk about these things because no hurt me, no F. And me can't stand some of you. And when there's wrongs out here, you have to talk about it. So the way you see it, me now give Rose no wrongs. Rose did bad like he has want to have her out here from a long time. So it's just spiraling. For she did beat her mama and no give her okay. For she threaten people out here with gun and beat no give her okay. For she strip naked halfway and come out here in front of the police and Karen in front of the police, them wanna give her the okay. So don't act like say you never know say Rose out of control. I wanna make her aunt control and still give her money. Because the more she out of control, the more money she gets. The more nastiness you have on the TikTok, the more money you get. The more lies you come and tell, the more money you get. I could never go on my hard working money. You know mad? That's why I don't build no TikTok. So when them people don't tell me, say if you come over TikTok, come argue. Who if you build TikTok, you come argue with girl? Allah, not tell man. You don't have to see me in the public and argue with me. I don't have time for no brother. I don't have time for waste people, especially people who be helping at the past. Especially when people are borrow all my fucking stroller. I don't have time for argue with people, bro. You get it? And then I know so them dep on you, I know so them hear it and I don't give a fuck. Because more time you have to talk. You understand what I say? You have to talk because what it is, them did put it up on TikTok and feel like they were going to make me cry. And the whole we're gonna pick it up. Oh, they see love so and so in a dance and this. Nobody pick up that story, bro. The story was lame as fuck. Ain't nobody pick up that story. Cause you never bring no aggression to me when you call me over. None whatsoever. Cause you couldn't give me no chattings, nothing to tell me, hey girl, come. You couldn't have. Come and just kiss me teeth and pass. And you know the sweetest part? While they're robbing me, you hear what them say? If she did see me before, if I did see them before they see me, I would have walked past and don't say nothing. Because I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not going to make trouble with people. So good you know that if me did see you, I'd walk away. Because I don't no chattings and lippings with no girl, long as you don't put your hands on me. That's how self-discipline I am. Long as she know that me that see her and don't say nothing. So I thought I'm mentally ill. So mentally ill can reserve and self-control themselves. But the way I see it, I couldn't be mentally ill because I have no cyber friends. I have no cyber auntie, no cyber cousin, no cyber sister. So when you're up on the internet and claim that you have friends that you don't know and never met and up on the internet and run with them over the years and I fight and I cuss and I trouble people, you should be mentally ill. Because those people are not real friends in life. You don't know them in a real life. You know them on the internet. So I mean mentally ill and me the lulu. That makes sense to me. So that's how no can give me no chattings and that's how no can stop me from go anywhere where me want to go. Maybe at the Vice Cartel show, maybe at many other show outside. And no can stop me because I'm free as a bird. That's what I keep on saying, you guys. So these are the things when me I talk about. So enough of them girl I like for trouble you. And you cuss them and then cuss your back. And when them see you in public, they want to step to you. So it's no different than the Rosalie situation. Because at that on a bill pan, a long time when I say no out your bad, a long time you Caribbean people are push badness. So please tell me say I'm lying. I be a badness on a push, brother. So when Rose come out here with her bad stuff, don't cuss her. Round of applause her and tell her ring off her face again, Rose. Beat her up, Rose, and beat her up, Candy. Come out here and shout that because that's what you guys like. Then one that's nothing enough when I talk about her outfit. Rose is fat. What can fit Rose to make Rose look good? What can go on Rose to make Rose look good? So when I know like somebody, no matter what, and even when they rub me, them I talk about my outfit and one of the friends say, no man, that bag did look good. Me no want no girl rub me and I tell me say my outfit did look good or my shoes did look good. Yeah, you. Me no want no girl what can't keep a job for 2 years to come tell me if you quit and go on disability. Them can't tell me no girl out here with a job hop can't tell me if you quit my job when me sit down enough for so long and I go retire enough for so long. Are you crazy? After that chicken way out here a jerk. I work where I work. You feel me? So these are the things that me I talk about. So it depends on you how self-disciplined you are and how grounded you are to make people draw you out here. So me could have out every day back and forth and make TikTok and a back and forth and I didn't. Me nip it in the bud and I talk about it now. Because I never see her friend and I never see them. Because her friend by herself can give me no chattings. You hear me telling her? No chatting she can give me. And she don't live too far from me. And I never saw her after that. Because you see them the girl in a dance, but you know about them in a grocery store. You know about them at the movies. You know about them in a Costco. You know about them in a nothing good when it comes to the youth, but you about them in a dance, in a Ray Rara. Remember me telling you this. Yes, you? So that me want to talk. And the reason you hear me come telling you this, because them dep on the fucking channel. Because them always have to follow me up, me the mad smaddy. So that's why me come telling you. With no apology. And we don't give a F because we always outside. You understand? And I'm not a bad person. But if you put your hands on me, I would have to defend myself. Okay? I saw me see life. So be mindful people on the trad out here. Because remember not to cause people and people in them feelings. I remember some out here claims that people are mad people. So when people hurt you now, and it's time to go to court, remember another claim? The people them are mad people. So no out here people mad and no want to fight mad people. The person is mentally ill and don't have nobody and get beat up all the time and no want to beat up somebody who can fight. Am I mad? So that's why I'm going to follow up some of them girls out here who don't have no life now, no soul and no aim in a life. Right? All of these things. And on top of it, you're going to curse me and tell me, say, me not get choked up. Me not want to choke up on a man. Give me the money. Give me the purse, give me the bag, give me the shoes, pay my bills. Me no want no choke up. Choke up, what choke up I go? Choke up turn to domestic abuse. He might choke me in the bedroom, so if he lick me in my ass, later on when me and him argue, can I come and cry domestic abuse? When me I tell people out here me not get no choke? If a man a choke me up in the bedroom, and when you ready to choke me when me and him argue, which one should I take serious? Which one of the choke them if you take serious? So somehow if you go get a life, man. Remember me telling you this. So anyways, guys, I got to run. Peace and love.